Whenever my friends call me over to their new house, I just freeze and go into this overt stage of paranoia. My friends always tell me that I'm just overthinking. They just do not know what can go wrong with moving into a new house. Most of them do not realize that this has nothing to do with new houses, but this chilling memory that has to do with my family whenever I hear of them. Now imagine this: you're just a child who is excited to move into their new ancient home. Nothing seems to be dangerous off the bat, right? Well, that was me too, until I went to my new house when I was 10 years old. After my experiences there, I can promise you that I'm never going to feel comfortable with being looking or even hearing of one. In the small town of Newport, there stood an old creaky house at the edge of the woods. My family moved in, unsuspecting of the dark secrets that lurked within its walls. The air was thick with an eerie silence, and the shadows danced in the corners of every room. These were unknown to me until the very second I stepped into the house. As soon as I did, though, I could certainly tell you something whispered into my ears that everything we did to buy this house were big mistakes, or should I say sins, that should have not happened. Late one night, my sister Emily woke up to whispers that seemed to come from the walls. She followed the eerie voices to the basement, where she found an ancient book with strange symbols. As she touched it, the room plunged into darkness, and a chilling wind whispered through the halls. A week or so later, I was sleeping and I suddenly felt my own body twitch out of control. It felt like I was possessed, but later I found out that I was wrong because I realized someone was controlling my body like a puppet. The next night, my parents heard the haunting melody of a music box echoing throughout the house. When they entered the living room, the music abruptly stopped, leaving them paralyzed with fear. A cold presence enveloped them, and they felt unseen eyes watching their every move. A week later, my older brother Jake claimed he saw a shadowy figure in his room, its eyes glowing with a bad gleam. Terrified, he insisted on sleeping with the lights on, but even then, the creature's presence lingered, casting a veil of fear over the entire family. As the days passed, we uncovered an old family journal hidden in the attic. It revealed a grim secret. The house was built on an ancient burial ground, and the creature haunting us was a vengeful spirit seeking to reclaim what was once its own. The spirit that haunted our family was a spectral figure, its form a twisted reflection of the pain it carried. It appeared as a shadowy silhouette with ethereal wisps swirling around it like a cloak. Its eyes glowed with an otherworldly intensity, revealing the depths of its sorrow and rage. When it spoke, its voice echoed with a haunting resonance, a mix of mournful whispers and a guttural growls. It seemed to draw on the very essence of our house, becoming one with the darkness that permeated its walls. The spirit's presence left a spooky chill in the air, and whenever it came, I shit you not, the temperature went lower than what it would be in most winters, freezing everything within no seconds. Its form shifted, as if struggling to maintain a connection to the world of the living, creating an unsettling image. One stormy night, as the thunder roared and the lightning illuminated the house, the creature manifested in the form of a demonic animal growling for hunger. It spoke with a voice that echoed through the ages, revealing a tragic tale of betrayal and loss. The family who built the house had wronged the spirit, and now it sought revenge against their descendants. Mary, the vengeful spirit, was once a young woman who lived in Willow Creek centuries ago. She had fallen deeply in love with a member of a rich family that would eventually build the house on an ancient burial ground. However, their love faced fierce opposition from the family elders, who disapproved of their union. In a heart-wrenching turn of events, Mary's lover succumbed to the pressure and chose to abandon her, marrying another woman from a wealthier family. Devastated and betrayed, Mary's heart shattered, and her grief turned into a consuming anger as she watched her former lover thrive while she suffered in loneliness. As a final act of cruelty, the family elders banished Mary from the town, casting her out into the unforgiving wilderness. Alone and heartbroken, Mary perished in the cold embrace of the woods, her spirit unable to find rest. Over the years, the pain and injustice of Mary's betrayal transformed her into the vengeful spirit that haunted the house. Consumed by a desire for revenge, she sought to torment the descendants of the family that had wronged her forever to the grounds where her love had turned into ashes. Her presence embodied the anger of lost love and the enduring consequences of heartbreak. Desperation drove us to seek a way to appease the vengeful entity. We performed a ritual to lay the spirit to rest, but it only angered the creature further. As the tension escalated, the once friendly whispers turned into guttural growls, shaking the very foundation of our home. In a final act of desperation, I fled into the dark woods along with my family. One by one, each of them went missing without a trace. When I was the only one left, the trees seemed to close in around me, and the wind carried the spooky cries of the creature. In the heart of the forest, the shadows surrounded me, and I felt a chilling touch on my shoulder. The last thing I remember was the creature's icy breath on my neck before everything went silent. To this day, I remain far away from that old house. I don't know what happened to my family even 15 years later, and I just don't want to talk about that time.
And that is a wrap, folks. In this show, we have listened to the last words of the man who lived to tell his experience being in the cursed home of Willow Creek. Apparently, the gentleman sadly passed away as his statement was recorded due to an unknown cause. Some say it was the creature who killed him, but who knows what happened? Could all of this be a well-narrated story? Well, we will only have to hear from our brave reporters who have gone to the location itself. Oliver? Oliver, can you hear me? Sir, we want you to see this.